Fear not, the gang is back together. Come on, T-Rex. We're out the fun door here in the Gulf of Weymouth. It's kind of noisy. Oh, look at T-Rex. He's so eager to go. Yeah, this is the fun door. You ready? 1, 2, 3, and 3. Yes. And we're off. Wow, did you hear that noise? Rex, was that you? Steve, pardon me. Go ahead. I'll give you a little nudge. Yeah, Steve heard that noise. He's like, I don't know what's going on out there. Well, it's the Weymouth Big Dig, of course, here at 8:30 a.m. Yeah, we're a little bit late. And it's a Thursday front, August 14th. Is that right? I think so. 79 degrees, and it's very sticky. The feel of Florida is here, and there is a front overhead. And is there a ring around the sun or moon? Halo effect? I don't see one. What is all that noise down there? It's Luciano, loose, moving the big boulders, loosening them, making room, redoing it. He's kind of perfectionist, which we like to see. If someone's working in your backyard, you want a perfectionist at the wheel, making sure the boulders are in the exact right space. This is the future here for the next, I don't know, several decades. This is going to be a significant concourse and probably an attraction for all the residents of Weymouth and beyond. Okay, enough of that. Enough of the big dig. What's going on with the weather? It did not rain at my house yesterday. It may rain at my house today. Did it rain at your house yesterday? Well, John McGrath in Middlebury, Connecticut, it sure did rain. Nice deck. Look at that furniture cover. Oh, there goes the mop handle with hail and wind. Quite a storm there in Western Connecticut yesterday afternoon. Thank you, John, for sharing, and also his image of the weather data. 4.67 inches of rain. Is that what you got? Wow. So that's called a rainfall lottery winner. Hopefully no damage done to your crops, but looks like you're going to have green grass for the rest of the month into autumn. But that was a very isolated 4+ inches. All the cocoa Raz data did not have 4 inches. Oh, we're going to break for a bumblebee. Oh, there was just a bumblebee, a huge one on that rose. All right, Steve, you come on over to Steve's Rock. I'll get my microphone on a weird place. Sorry about the audio issues. And I do have my noise-canceling microphone on, but it's kind of hanging close to my chin, so I'm not sure how it's working. I get on a T-shirt, not the exact right shirt. So we're back in the Weymouth Big Dig location, looking up at the stratocumulus. Let's look down from the sky, and there are clouds, patchwork of clouds throughout the northeast here. There's a front right over us, and there's a chance for some more rainfall lottery winners today. There are going to be showers and thunderstorms developing. I would say yesterday we underestimated the threat for severe weather, and here are the storm reports in the last 24 hours, and they're right near your house, John, in southwestern Connecticut at Waterbury, Connecticut, Middlebury, Connecticut area. 6 inches of water on Interstate 84 with some flash flooding. And there was other reports of flash flooding north of Boston, southern New Hampshire, right on the Massachusetts-New Hampshire border. Yesterday we talked about the rainfall lottery, and it showed a big blob of purple right in Worcester County. Well, it didn't rain in Worcester County. Here are some of the Cocoa Raz reports. We'll start right there on the New Hampshire line there in Londonderry. 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches of rain. And then in Derry, 0.1. So that's the difference a zip code can have. That rained there in southern New Hampshire. That was definitely above and beyond the call of what we expected, along with some severe weather and some damage reports from wind and also flash flooding. I think Hudson, Massachusetts, right there near the New Hampshire border. No, not Hudson. Hudson, New Hampshire, sorry. Also reported some flash flooding. And empirical evidence. This is my favorite kind of evidence right here. You see how much rain was captured in the gauge by Carl Weller in Stowe, Vermont, about 1 inch of rain. And if we go to the Cocoa Raz there in northern Vermont, it looks like Waterbury, Vermont, coming in with more than 1.5 inches of rain. And we saw the amounts in Connecticut, and then here in the Boston area. I watched the thunderstorms go by to our north yesterday, and in Boston, 0 rain, while from Lawrence to just off Cape Ann, there were amounts of 1 to 2 inches that didn't really show up that much in the Cocoa Raz. But I saw the lightning going off yesterday right there. And today it may rain here. The radar showed some showers just south of Cape Cod first thing this morning. And that's a kind of remnant of yesterday's leftover showers, and they're going to redevelop again today. There's a front over New England today. Now, the regional roundup, it didn't really show up at first thing this morning. Your temperature and dew points still in the upper 60s, low 70s, very humid in southeastern New England, especially in the dew point department of 70 to 75. So that's rich moisture, and that's energy to fuel showers and a thunderstorm threat today. And if you look way up in the upper left there in Algonquin Park, Ontario, temperature and dew point in the lower 50s. So that is some nice drier air that's going to come across Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine late today, tonight, and tomorrow into Saturday. And as for today, the front is right over us. Here's the 2 o'clock forecast map from the Weather Prediction Center, and you see the front stretching from the coast of Maine down to Tennessee, and then it turns around into a warm front up into South Dakota. That warm front's going to come at us probably on Saturday, probably without too much weather on the backside of this nice 23 high pressure system that's coming across Ontario into Quebec, and that's going to cause our air to come in from the north in northern New England, and it's still from the south in southern New England today, and that's that boundary, that surface convergence, and a nice flow aloft means that we get a chance for showers and thunderstorms today, as noted with the green shade with the red outline, means there's a possibility of a thunderstorm. We weren't really in the high risk zone for severe weather yesterday, and we got it, and today we're in a very low risk zone, but we may still end up with some isolated flash flooding or severe storms, as the showers and storms that do form are not going to really move very fast. So let's look at the potential on that, and we'll use the NAM high res, which yesterday had a purple blob right over central Massachusetts, and it didn't rain at all, but the purple blob did show up in Connecticut and in New Hampshire, verification from yesterday. And here's the purple blobs today. There's a purple blob just south of my house there in the South Shore of Massachusetts. They're setting up for the Marshfield Fair. You always know it's going to pour when the Marshfield Fair is trying to get going. It starts tomorrow, Marshfield, Massachusetts. All the animals and the exhibitors are setting up today, so of course it's going to rain on that. That always happens, doesn't it, Jimmy? And also the Maine coast. So this goes out to 2 o'clock on Saturday. Now, most of the rain's today, but then on Saturday, there's a little bit more rain that was coming up there, if you saw it, coming in through Pennsylvania and New York. So this is by 2 p.m. Saturday. Again, most of this for New England, or in fact, all of it, is by about dark tonight. And you see the Maine coast, one of the places yesterday I said didn't look that vulnerable. It looks like Casco Bay onto Booth Bay and into Eastport down east, and it looks like a potential 1 to 2 inch rainfall. And of course, whenever we say that, just like what happened in Connecticut yesterday, somebody can get 3 or 4 inches, but it's like the lottery again. And of course, right here in the just south of Boston, and doesn't show any on Cape Cod, but that doesn't mean you're not in the lottery, Cape Cod. You're still in the lottery, just unlikely. Getting a lot of reports. Chris White in Eden, Vermont says the grass is dead and the leaves are falling off the trees. It's been desperately hot and dry this month of August so far, and it has been hot in far northern New England, whereas it was cooler in southern New England to start off August, but we've all been pretty dry, or very dry, until yesterday. So the rainfall lottery exists. A lot of times your drought is going to end with a flood. That happened in Connecticut yesterday. That happened in parts of Middlesex, Essex County, Hillsborough County, Rockingham County yesterday. And what would really take care of business for everybody would be if a hurricane came through or a tropical storm. But do you really want that? Some weather watchers do. This guy does not. But we have one to track. Now we're shifting gears to the tropical department, and Erin is a little more organized today. 50-mile-an-hour winds with the 5 a.m. update, and there's an improved environment for intensification. It looks like it's going into an area with less wind shear, more ventilation aloft, richer humidity, higher sea surface temperatures, and all the guidance indicate that this storm is now going to intensify, and within 60 hours by about Saturday evening should be a major hurricane with winds over 111 miles per hour and continuing to strengthen as it moves towards the west and then gradually starts curving towards the north, and then will likely move towards the north and then the east, south of New England, and just looking like a scary storm. And hopefully it's going to turn on us before it comes north. It goes east. And one of our regular watchers, Rick Worma, I've known for 30 years, says, why do they use the word recurve when the storm goes east of North Carolina? It's just turning. It's the natural process of what storms do when they come off Africa. They come west in the easterlies, and then they move north as they get caught up in these fronts coming across North America, and then they are caught up by the westerlies and they turn east. Why do they say recurve? Rick, is that too redundant for you? But I never thought about it. Thanks for making me think. I love when the viewers make me think. Eric making me think. What was that? Eric challenging me with something yesterday about gardening. Oh yeah, you picked a couple pails of beans in the sweltering heat in Concord, New Hampshire. And did you get a rain? Yeah, you got 2/10 of an inch of rain. And I can't memorize all the comments, but we are going to take this station to another level in autumn, and I am going to start addressing these personally because you're going to become subscribers for a minimal donation, pass the hat, and we're going to have some very interesting conversations as I get more serious about my YouTube channel here. We're not going to lose Steve or T-Rex either, so we're going to keep going. There'll still be plenty of free options too. How's my audio? Sorry about that. Yeah, challenging me with my audio. And let's go to the Euro now and just look at, oh, I didn't do the 10-day. I'm going to do the 10-day for Manchester, New Hampshire. And it shows Manchester, New Hampshire just shy of 90 degrees today, about 88 degrees. So today is day 5 of the 5th heat wave of the year for New England. And Manchester may fall just short of 90, so it's not for everybody. Yesterday, Boston didn't even hit 90. So in Boston, it was a 3-day heat wave. But for some of us, this is going to be day 5 of the heat. And then the dew point comes up a little bit, and then it shows a little bit of rain. What is that, on Sunday? As the warm front comes back, and then another cold front comes in Sunday. Dew point goes up, but then the dew point goes way back down into the upper 30s by Monday into Tuesday. Wow, that's a nice batch of air coming from Canada. That's going to be hurricane repellent, and sorry to say, no rain next week. So great week for a vacation, and this is so different than yesterday. Yesterday showed a good batch of rain coming across parts of southern New England anyway on Tuesday, but that has since changed. And while I'm thinking of the heat, why don't I show this? I've been showing it the last several mornings. The temperatures yesterday, it has been mostly the northern New England region part that has been the hottest, and Augusta, Maine, and again in the 90s, and Freiburg hit 98 yesterday. So that was the hottest of this heat wave. And it didn't rival what happened on June 24th. Many of us were about 100 degrees on June 24th. And Concord, New Hampshire, also record, I think it was pretty close to a record. Was it 95 or 97? I kind of forgot. But mid-90s, and these locations are going to be about 6 degrees or 7 degrees cooler today, or less hot. So this front is denting the heat, but it's not breaking it. I didn't mention there, but I just showed it in the 10-day that we're going to be about 90 degrees again on Sunday. But it won't be a heat wave. So this should be the last of this heat wave, and hopefully the last of the heat waves of the year 2025. All right, handsome. Here's the Euro. Let's go to the Euro now. And our high pressure system comes north of us. When they go north of you, the cool air comes in from the north, and even northeast winds tomorrow, and it's beautiful. After today's showers and thunderstorms. Tomorrow into Saturday looks very nice, and then the warmer air is going to try and come back in. Very hot air across the central United States, and there may be a shower or a thunderstorm with a warm front late Saturday, and then Sunday, here comes a cold front all of a sudden. And this is a good-looking cold front, and even stronger high pressure from eastern Canada pushes into Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine with showers and thunderstorms on Sunday afternoon. So that'll be another rainfall lottery. And then the front gets to the south coast of New England and kind of is going to fall apart, and it's going to be warm to hot but less humid early next week. And what happened to that Tuesday night wave on a warm front? It's gone. It's not there anymore if you watch every day. Yesterday it had a great batch of rain, so that's a wild card with that front near us. And a hurricane approaching from the south, and it's turning toward the north, and it's not recurving, it's curving just in time. Bagginess in the upper level flow looks a little scary there, and then it zips off on Thursday into Friday. It's gone. Original forecast had that around here on Friday. Wow, was that? All right, we're gonna go look at that in a minute. And sorry, and this takes us out, and the hurricane's long gone at this point, and the warm to hot air is kind of trying to make a comeback at us next weekend. Chance of showers and thunderstorms next Saturday on a front that's in here, and we're gonna stop it now on Sunday. That's no, it's Saturday, sorry, Saturday. This is Saturday, August 23rd, and there's a front right over us and 1,000 millibar low to our north, so that would be warm to hot again with a chance of thunderstorms. And then it's very hot in the middle part of the nation, and it's very cool in Canada, and it looks like we're going to get on the cooler side of that front about, what's that, day 10, 11. But the fact that it's so hot in the United States and so cool in Canada means at least we'll have that rainfall lottery game to play again, starting today really, but then again next week and next weekend. All right, I guess we're done with the weather part. That was a long one, wasn't it? That is Cat Mint. Steve is on Mitt's patio right there, because that's when Mitt comes out. He sits right here. Yesterday, we started off in Wellfleet. Weir went surfing again. I did my video. He goes, why don't you come surfing more? Well, I like making these videos, I know. And then we traveled back after lunch at Moby Dicks with Paul Berry. Nice to see you again, Paul. High school classmate, and Weir, college classmate and host Todd Berry and Meg Berry. Wonderful service there. It's BYOB, and you order when you walk in the door, and they bring the food to your table, and we had an open window, and the air was coming through, and that was really nice. And then traveling back, very frustrating again, these backups at the Cape Cod Canal. Are they there just when I go over, or every minute of every day all the time? Well, we got back here, and then I couldn't decide on where to make my time lapse. There was thunderstorms coming across New Hampshire, and I could see the lightning coming down north of Boston, and then I panned over this way, and the lightning went north of Winthrop, and the sailboats looked really pretty, and the sun kind of shining on the big spinnakers, and I couldn't decide which way to go. So the very end of this is going to be a lengthy time lapse where I keep shifting from looking at the sailboats to looking at the thunderstorms to looking back at the sailboats, and we'll close it out with that. And I don't think I have a Mitt sighting. So what's all that noise? Wow, look, we're gonna have to make some time lapse again today. Look at the treads in the mud there, moving these huge boulders. He's done and undone and redone. Is that too redundant, Rick? These huge boulders, the revetment, making it just right. And here we have the pumper truck is back. So we're gonna pump concrete. We are gonna watch concrete get pumped into these base footings and side forms today, and always active here. All right, so where'd T-Rex go? T-Rex went up the stairs. Steve wants to come over this way and look down there, so I'll let Steve go over there, and I will transition now to the and more from our Wednesday variability. We'll see you on our Friday. Lunchtime, Wednesday, August 13th and more. Checking out of the Holden Inn. Highly recommend it. Very fun. Sign says, I child-proofed the house, but they still get in. Ah, that's a funny one. Beautiful garden. So conveniently located. And we're not going home, but we're headed north before we go south. And here we are on Commercial Street. There's an outdoor shower, by the way, here. See you next time. Thanks a lot. Great to meet you. James Brown, Jim Brown, right here last night. Best sushi. Everything's so pretty. The road's narrow and it's a little frightening, the traffic, but yeah, it is what it is. Plenty of arts and crafts. Quiet mind yoga. Be very quiet. Quiet mind next to Mid-Cape Home Center, established 1895. We've got one of these on 134 also, so been going to this store forever. Low tide at Uncle Tim's Bridge. Beach berries, beach plums. Doug, anyone you know here? How many salts are there? 508-428-1777. Mother Nature's air conditioning, the southwest wind, more classic. We had a corner table with the breeze coming through. Thank you, Meg and Todd, for a great lunch. Heading back towards the Mid-Cape now. Concrete truck. Pretty ubiquitous. Stratocumulus up there. For the second time in 3 days. Trying to see if 6A is faster. It looks like Harwich is all backed up on Route 6. What is going on across the street here? Well, did not think it would be cloudy in Brewster at 1:30 this afternoon. Usually with the southwest wind, the low-level clouds burn off on the north side of Cape Cod. It was nothing but blue sky there. Well, there was a little stratocumulus, wasn't there, at the Moby Dicks and Wellfleet. Now Brewster is like overcast. With the wind from the southwest, usually it burns off on the north side. Exceptions to every rule. Oh, that's a really pretty tree. What is that? It's a get out of the way tree. Memories made here. How many times have you caught a crab before?
Like once.
All right. He's got a good grip, huh? Can I hold it for a sec?
I did get a bit of water.
Look at him. He's strong.
Yeah.
Which bucket do you want him in? Here, you want to hold it?
This one? Oh, you want it in that one? Okay. Yeah, that
Let's see if he lets go. He'll probably let go when he feels the water.
Ooh, I'll have to see. There you go.
We could have crab fights.
We're not doing that.
We're not doing that. We're too nice. Did you think it would be cloudy in South Dennis today?
Well, I didn't pay too close attention to the potential for a stratus layer fog to roll across the Cape, but it was interesting. We came from the outer Cape. It was a totally different day. Sunny, hot, southwest wind. We got to about the circle in Orleans, and then it got overcast. And I think it's all moving that way.
I'm surprised.
Changes the mood of the day for sure.
And another note, that was fun with the crabs. Do the abundance of acorns and size have anything to do with the winter forecast?
Your guess is as good as mine.
You know what it means when you're able to grab 3 acorns and then eat one of them and there's a baby? That means, oh, it's going to be a nasty winter. Oh, very unpredictable winter. What are you, nuts? All right, so you're going to New Hampshire.
On to New Hampshire.
I'm going to go north.
Regroup.
There's an outcry when Steve and T-Rex aren't in the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
I miss them.
So we got to go get Steve and T-Rex. I think I feel a little drizzle almost now.
Really?
Tell me. The hill. I, for one, am kind of beat up. My shoulders, my neck,
Oh yeah, my neck.
all your toys. How about you?
Well, we packed in a lot in a short couple days.
How are your muscles?
Not too bad. My neck is the issue, but it's been an issue.
Yeah. You ready for ski season?
Always ready for ski season.
People are like, stop talking about
Although,
winter.
I want to enjoy the summer while it's still here.
Exactly. Go up and down all these hills a few times.
That's good.
We'll all be ready.
That's good workout for ski season.
Yep, lift your knees way up. Just about everywhere we go is up and down hills. You see those 6-foot tall dahlia? Aren't they pretty?
They are pretty. Nice.
I think I felt some precipitation. You said, no, couldn't be.
Yeah, at first I didn't think so, but now looking at the visibility, definitely a little mist coming in.
Mist this afternoon. Gotta watch out. This could be a foretell of the hurricane trying to come our way.
Oh, yeah.
We could use some rain, but I don't want a hurricane.
That's usually, what do they say? Droughts usually end in
Floods, that's what I say. So Kevin cut down that branch.
didn't quite finish the job. But
Oh, what's that? Chipmunk. And a dog. Bass River, drizzle, heavy traffic. Oh, it's not even a weekend. What is it? Wednesday? Wednesdays are good if you can get them. Why are the windshield wipers on? Because it's raining. Why is it raining? I don't know. Sometimes weather just does whatever it wants. Alright, this is just nuts. I don't know. Accidents every day. People maybe make videos or something while they're supposed to be driving. driving. Not sure what, but here we go again. Need bait? Come to 6A and wait in line in traffic. Why aren't you getting bait? Look at those license plates and tags there. That's so cool. Got smelts. Got gray sky. Got 79 degrees. Got frustration because traffic is always like this and it's not sunny. I think it's sunny at home. Next stop, T-Rex and Steve. Out of the stratocumulus layer, about 10 miles north of the canal. Very interesting. The temperature's been 79, just went to 80. Jordan Road, Plymouth, Massachusetts. More and more and more. All right, Steve, T-Rex, where are you? What's that? You got a new toy? You got a new toy, Rex? But you can't jump up and bark when there's a new toy in your mouth, though. It's just different. Yeah. All right, we're home. I don't know, what is it, 5:30? Not quite 90. Did Boston even reach 90 today? Got a lot of thunderstorm activity in New England, kind of more widespread than I was thinking. I saw some of the videos out of Connecticut. Really gorgeous. Wow, look at that cumulus with the background of an even bigger cumulus behind it. So really dynamic weather day. Unexpected all that stratocumulus on Cape Cod, but I'm not really a micro forecaster. I'm a macro. That is the big picture. What's that in your eye, Steve? What's that? Now you happy to see me? Yeah, that's called happy to see me. Look, missed you too. So by popular demand, the pets are back, but you've probably already seen them because, ooh, goldfinch. The goldfinch love these weeds. See, I leave some weeds for the birds and the butterflies. I wish I got a video of that goldfinch. And looks like we've got some sailboats gathering. It's a sailing evening. Got some pedestrians wondering, should we use this thing yet or not? Well, there's kind of a fence, but not really a fence, so it's a difficult decision. And it looks like they poured some more concrete while I was gone. Don't think so. Certainly the forms are ready for more, so maybe that's happening on our Thursday. So this week our Thursday front is kind of on a Wednesday and a Thursday and a Friday. Then it comes back as a warm front over the weekend. Oh, Steve's on the move. Where are you going, Steve? And T-Rex doing T-Rex things. Yeah, all right, so just watch this for a few minutes and then I'll come back and try and get the sailboats and the sunset. Yeah. This was not part of the plan. We've got some flash flood warnings and some severe thunderstorm warnings in southern New Hampshire. Where are you getting one of those? Wow, I thought it'd be more west. But it's very hot air mass, so game on. Can't quite see those storms because of all the other clouds in between us and them in southern New Hampshire, but the data I'm sure has already come in and I've already talked about it. Heat breaking, well, denting front. Anyway, guess the temperature inside our garage. Oh my goodness. What is that, Race? What is it? What is it? All right, so I just did a little research. Some of those cloud tops are up past 40,000 feet, close to 8 miles tall. Should we make a time lapse? So those planes are taking off towards the east to avoid the thunderstorms. Which way do I look though for the time lapse? Sailboats? No, I don't think so. We do love you guys. There you are. It's wind out there. Right here it feels like southwest, more like 10. And you get your eye on those storms, which likely are going to stay west and north of us. Severe thunderstorms, hail, flash flooding, wind damage, a whole shooting match, which I'm sure I've already summed up a little bit, but now let's do a time lapse. 6:15, 85 degrees. Winds at the top of the sky are like 50 knots from the west-northwest. So they're kind of coming in our direction, but 6:30, change of plan. Much better view of the sailboat race this week as one of the marks looks like it's toward us. With the wind from the south at about 12 miles an hour at Logan Airport at 6 o'clock. Looks like you guys are moving. Nice, beautiful. Do some of this now. 6:30. Quite the spirited evening of racing. Steve is riveted. Aren't you, Steve? I want a wider angle, so we're gonna lose the close-upness. We're gonna gain more of a scope of this race. Looks like quite a spirited evening on the water over here on the Hull Yacht Club Hingham Bay Twilight Series Wednesday evening races. Season is winding down. There's a lot on the line. Gonna try and wind it down, but the lightning looks like it's missing to the north. But a dark backdrop. All right, let's widen it out one more time. Maybe let this go and start some piano music. Oh, tremendous lightning just to the west of this image. NAM did a pretty good job this morning showing that squall going off north of Boston, 6 to 7 o'clock. What a lightning show, huh? All right, gonna wrap this up. Thanks for watching. How many times have I said that? 2 hours. Oh, so much editing. Great lightning show. Rainfall lottery. A lot of winners. Maybe even too much. Bye-bye.